evening, sir. So this is the summarize of our topic from prelim to final. So on prelim, we discuss about the three school of thought. The first one is the classical school, calculates pleasure and pain. It is a free will, so the person already knows what is wrong and right. The second one is the neoclassical school, cannot calculate the differences of pleasure from pain. So these people are not normal, have neurological condition, cannot exercise their free will, and if these people is makakommit po sila ng crime, they believe na they should be free from punishment. The third one is the positivist school. Crimes or any other act is natural phenomenon. So, when we say natural phenomenon po is nangyayari na po siya mismo. So, pag may society, may krimen. Like, nollam krimen pena sine lege, there is no crime when there is no law punishing it. Next topic about ancient forms of punishment. So we have the death penalty, affected by burning, beheading, breaking at the wheels. So before po, death penalty ang ibinibigay na punishment para po sa ating mga maximum prisoners like burning their bodies. So the second one is the physical torture is one of the harsh punishment for the prisoners. They will make you suffer and feel the pain physically. And the third one, the social degradation, putting the offender into shame or humiliation. This kind of punishment is they say things that will make you hurt inside and make you feel ashamed of yourself. And the fourth one is the banishment or exile. This kind of punishment is sending or putting away of an offenders. Like for example, when you commit a crime in your hometown, the law enforcement official in charge may order you to remain outside of your hometown for the sake of your personal safety and security. The two rival prison system in the history of correction. The abhorrent prison system, prisoners are confined in their own cells day and night, congregate work in shops during the day. The second one is the Pennsylvania prison system. Prisoners are confined in single cells day and night, receive religious instructions, and these prisoners are required to read Bible. The ordeals of the court to find out the guilty person. So the first one, we have the boiling water or ordeal. So when the suspect pick a stone in a pot of boiling water, the suspect who refused to obey the command was regarded as the culprit. If the suspect made the attempt as ordered, the man whose hand was scalded the most was considered the guilty one. So, on the candle ordeal, so when the suspect are given lighted candles of the same sizes and the owner of the candle that died out first is the guilty one. The third one, river ordeal, when the suspects plunged into the river or lake with lances, he who came to the surface first was considered guilty. Ordeal by rice, when the suspect threw uncooked rice, each of them spat his saliva, and the one whose saliva came out the thickest was adjudged the culprit. So, on midterm topic, we have the judicial conditions of penalty. So, the first one is the productive of suffering. So, this kind of punishment is dapat po hindi maapektuhan ang integrity of the human personality. So, the second one is the commensurate with the offense. So, dapat is nakalabel lang yung kanyang punishment sa kanyang nakumit na crime. Then, the next one is the personal. So, no proxy. Hindi po allow na ibang tao ang maparusahan kung hindi naman siya yung nakagawa ng krimen. It must be the guilty one to be punished. And the fourth one is it must be equal. So, hindi nakadepende kung mahirap ka or mayaman when it comes po sa ating batas, all persons are equal. So, all the offenders, they ensure to be punished and no one must escape its effect. Lastly, we have the correctional to change the offenders, to rehabilitate them, and lahat po ng ginawa nilang mali nung nasa outside pa sila is pagsisisihan nila and to help them to be a law-abiding citizen. Classification of prisoners according to degree. So we have the maximum security. These prisoners cannot be trusted, dangerous to the public, consist of constant troublemakers. These prisoners serve sentence 20 years or more than under the review of Supreme Court. So we have the medium security. Prisoners cannot be trusted also, but they are allowed to work outside the fence or walls of penal institution under guards or escorts. And we have the minimum security, a group of prisoners who can be reasonably trusted to serve sentence under open conditions and wala na to silang mga bantay. Duration of penalties. Death penalty is the capital punishment. Reclusion perpetua, life imprisonment, a term of 20 years and 1 day to 40 years imprisonment. Reclusion temporal, 12 years and 1 day to 20 years imprisonment. Prison mayor, 6 years and 1 day to 12 years imprisonment. Prison correctional, 6 months and 1 day to 6 years. Arresto mayor, 1 month and 1 day to 6 months. Arresto minor, 1 day to 30 days. So, on final topic, we have the two types of jail. The first one is the lock-up jails, used for temporary confinement of an individual held for investigation, like yung ating mga police station po sa ating mga lugar. And the second one is the ordinary jail. So, dito po inilalagay yung mga convicted criminal offenders less than 3 years duration penalty. So, on security groups, we have the escort platoon. So, dito po ay sinasamahan nila ang mga inmate upon summon of a court or kapag i-transfer to the other penal institution yung mga inmates. And the second one is the security platoon. Ito naman po ay sila yung mga nagbabantay mismo sa mga jail compound, indulging gates, guard post, and towers para mabantayan yung mga may plano pong tumakas. So, that's all, sir. Thank you for teaching us this subject, the institutional correction. We've learned a lot from you. Thank you for being a great teacher.